Hello, subscribers! I think I'm up to 8 now. So thank you, Kevin, for subscribing. You're the best! Anyway, I was going to talk about biogenesis today, but then I remembered something that I want to go on a rant on more than biogenesis, although biogenesis is really damn cool. I'll talk about that next time. Pinky promise. Pinky promise. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about The Fault in Our Stars and V for Vendetta. Before I start this, I'd like to say that The Fault in Our Stars is one of possibly my favorite book that I've ever read. I can't say that for sure. I've read so many damn books. I don't know which one's my favorite, but it's up there. It's a beautiful story, and if you haven't read it, you should. It's an easy read. I mean, it's not difficult to read, but it's still magnificently beautiful, and so you should read it. And I'm going to spoil a little bit for you. The main characters watch the movie V for Vendetta. Spoiler. And John Green, I love your work so much, but V for Vendetta is so much more than a guy movie. And it's so much more than a movie about a man in a mask dying heroically for Natalie Portman. And I don't know if he just said that to accent the character of Hazel Grace, although there's a lot of missed opportunity there, Mr. Green. A lot. Oh man. V for Vendetta. Both the book and the movie, although I think the movie got the point across much better than the book did, because Alan Moore, brilliant as he is, goes on tangents, and those tangents sort of detracted from the symbols in the story. And The Fault in Our Stars used a lot of symbols, and they resonated beautifully with the story. I mean, I love this book. But V for Vendetta, man, Augustus's obsession with symbols. V for Vendetta, it's basically one big symbol with a bunch of little symbols mixed in to make it's like a cookie, with a symbol cookie with symbol chocolate chips in it. That's actually not the weirdest analogy I've ever made. And so, I felt like there's a missed opportunity, because that movie is so much more. I don't even know how to describe what it's about. It's about so many things. It's about the refusal to stay silent in the face of cruelty and oppression, even if it's not you that's being abused or oppressed. It's about dying for what you believe. And what you believe doesn't have to be religious. It doesn't have to be... You don't have to be a martyr to die for what you believe in. I mean, that's the point of it. I mean, V does, in the end of the movie, sort of become a martyr. But he also becomes a symbol. And that's more what the movie's about, is symbols. And how symbols have power, and where symbols have power, and how to use that power, and how to create that power. And it's beautiful. I love that movie. It's beautiful. Well, I don't know if beautiful is the right word. It resonates with you, that movie, I guess, if you watch it properly. My mother had the Hazel Grace kind of stance on that movie. So, I don't know. My mother's never been the best at catching symbols. Anyway, I love you, Mom. So that is my rant for today. It's V for Vendetta and The Fault in Our Stars. And as much as I love your work, John Green, you just, that bugs me. That pisses me off a little bit. Something I never say about anything John Green wrote. Or I thought I'd never say about anything John Green wrote. I can speak the English. So, yeah. If you haven't either read The Fault in Our Stars or watched V for Vendetta, go do both. Good luck finding The Fault in Our Stars at the library or anything, though. It's a fantastically popular book, because it is. It's fantastic, and I love it, but that part bugged me. Moving on, handy-dandy notebook of things to talk about. I also write short stories in it, but those suck, so I'm not going to read you one of those. I won't put you through that. I've got like at least 4 things in here are about something John Green has said in one of his books, or several of his books. His books have, I'm going to just talk about John Green then. Woo! John! He does have a YouTube channel. You should go to Vlogbrothers and watch him. He and his brother Hank do vlogs at each other. It's really great. It's really great. They're both some of the most sincere people on YouTube, I think. PewDiePie too. I've been watching a lot of Pewdie videos today at work, and he's also really sincere. I think that's why I like both of those things, even though I don't play a lot of the games. Pewdie does. He's sincere. He's one of the most sincere people on the internet, I think. And that's worth a lot. So are John and Hank, so go check out PewDiePie and the Vlogbrothers. Back to John Green. I think the main theme in every book he's written is leaving. And they're not always, I mean, it's not always obvious that his books are themed on leaving, but they are. Looking for, spoilers, guys, spoilers. An Abundance of Catherine starts with leaving, and the whole book is based on what happens because they left. Paper Towns, it's about leaving. It's about leaving and discovering that you haven't really left at all. But leaving changes you, but you're not actually gone from anywhere, I think. Looking for Alaska, it's about leaving in so many different ways. Pudge leaves his home to go and find his great adventure, and he does. That's not the exact term used. I can't remember right now. Oh, I'm slipping. I used to be able to quote this shit by heart. And it's about Alaska leaving. Even though her leaving may or may not have been intentional, she left. And The Fault in Our Stars, it is about leaving in the most tragic way possible, which is death. And it's about leaving with grace, and it's about leaving something that someone will miss or someone will find after you're gone, and it'll bring them some comfort. It's interesting because his books are usually funny. I mean, The Fault in Our Stars even had some funny parts, even though it's mostly a beautiful tragedy. Beautiful then tragic, I guess. But the underlying themes are bittersweet, if not sad, which is brilliant. It's brilliant. It's bloody brilliant. And this is a long one, so fun science facts. Right, I forgot. I'm doing my facts. Over enthusiastic. I get excited for this. In the eukaryote kingdom, I think it's kingdom. I'm probably wrong, so go ahead and correct me if I am. But in the eukaryote kingdom, I'm going to keep saying it, there are plants, animals, fungi, and protists. And protists are not exactly related to one another closely. They're just not related to animals, plants, and fungi. So there you go. Algae's a protist, and so is a slime mold. I mean, algae even aren't that related to each other. Green algae, I think, are. but green algae are not particularly related to red algae, which are not particularly related to brown algae. The more you know. Alright, don't forget to save the sharks this week.